Oh, Jesus!
I hope
on,
you
like, 5%.
prepared. We're on like episode 180, and you still haven't figured out that I start every single episode like this?
No! But I thought I had you turned down enough, but you somehow reached new heights of laugh.
Thank you.
Yeah, he does that.
Asshole! It's like your vocal cords are continually evolving to become louder. Someday you're gonna become Black Canary, just not sexy.
Oh, good. The robotic archiver is now here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fanfiction Contempt Theater 9001. I'm SneakyDevil, Max, and yeah, let's do this.
Oh, joy. Already not liking what I see on the stream. I'm already worried.
I
I think I've seen this author's shit before.
Get ready. Dragon Gamer! Getting trampled by cows and died! I woke up of agnolia. Was gamer ability? Awesome!
Sneaky, could you quit selectively taking shit out of this?
I was
We're
gonna
not
say,
even in the
look,
story.
That's
This is the
not
summary.
that bad.
I'm aware.
Jesus, what the? Huh?
I'm not. It's not like I'm making it worse!
No, not that. This author... What the fuck? This author has like 150,000 words in total written on their profile, and they joined November 17th of 2017. How do you have
That
5
is
different story
prolific.
ideas that you're keeping up with?
By making them all shit. It's amazing how many words you can write out when you don't really pay attention to things like quality.
Or ethics.
Sneaky, having been one of those authors, you and I both, that hit a little too close for home, mate.
I am fully aware of my statements.
Like, I am physically hurt now. Because I needed that reminder.
My lighthearted new life with overprotective dragon waifu and stepdaughters
They
began
have
here.
waifu in their summary.
I told
want
you!
out.
I specifically told you! I'm not making this story worse by skipping
I know
words!
you're not!
Oh my god.
Wait, author! What do you mean the girls will appeal more often than me? I'm the protagonist! Gamer OC transmigrated as Agnolia times Irene. Contains mature elements.
Contains absolute garbage.
Okay. Episode 1 is a literal 4-word. That is just a...
Yep.
Blatant breaking of the terms of service.
Yeah.
Please don't do this, guys. Like, it's annoying to see something, an author's note this big at the start of a chapter, but I would still rather this be at the start of chapter 1 than being its own chapter in the system.
First person's point of view. It is a clear day with equally clear sky. The random patches of fluffy cloud don't block the sunlight, and I can see the endless blue in the sky. Okay, hold on. Oh. Yeah. Okay. My liver has been fortified.
Don't lie to us.
I walk off the bookstore near my apartment and immediately tear the transparent plastic cover of my newly bought comic. It's the latest volume of Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail the comic. The comic. Okay. To be
I
honest,
see no problems here.
I am unashamedly a fan of Fairy Tail. Hiro Mishima, for some reason italicized, sure had skill drawing the female characters. Ho 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 ho! Wink wink!
Leave this place.
All female characters in this comic have glorious body. While reading the fresh out of bookstore comic, I walked to nearby bus stop. I advise you not to follow my bad example. Walking in a busy, crowded street while reading a book is dangerous, so don't try it in home.
I'm sorry, don't try it in home. Not at home. In home. Here's the thing. Say January 23rd. When was your first actual published story?
Although
Like,
I am well aware that I don't have a place to give you this advice, for I am unashamedly breaking this rules.
This person appears to be rather new to writing and possibly new to grammar.
Possibly new to existence.
No, I wouldn't go that far. They know enough to create a profile on a website.
Unfortunately.
I mean, hey, I'm just impressed they could figure out how to turn on the computer.
Look, I am forever stumped. I am forever stumped by whenever we find stories like this. I'm forever stumped by this sort of shit, because it's like, have you never read anything in your life? And if the answer to that is yes, you've never read a single thing in your life, what
Then
the
your
fuck?
grasp of writing is quite impressive.
Yeah, A, and B, what the fuck? Alternatively, yes,
Yeah.
I have read things in my life. Then why the fuck did you think this was good?
Yeah, no.
Or even remotely acceptable.
Chris is bringing up a point that I'm noticing skimming through this stuff. This feels like someone not familiar with the English language and is going off of like a half-assed Google Translate in some spots.
Okay.
They do not list a country of origin, so...
They do not list the country of origin. This is true.
So that is entirely possible.
They do say they write their own web novel in their free time.
That does not mean that they are an American or they have any grasp of the English
web
language.
novel typically means they're Korean. It's like a really big thing in Korea right now, is everyone writing their own web novels.
That's it's been a big thing over there. That's just been a big thing over in the East period when it comes to the Asiatic countries.
That's true enough. Writing web novels.
Yeah, that's not a common term here in the States.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm really
comics
thinking they
but-
just use I'm thinking they are using a Google Translator. Because their first story is, I'm not running away, it's that Narutoverse has too many bullshits.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad translation.
Oh, we've seen their stories before! How am I reincarnated as a side character aiming for world domination? We covered this story previously.
We did? I don't even remember it!
That's because we
Which probably
skipped
means
it.
I tried to forget it.
If we skipped it, how did we cover it?
Because we did cover it. By looking
I
at it and
wasn't here for
going,
that.
Ah.
no.
Pretty sure I wasn't here for that.
We looked at it, said no, and moved on with our lives.
My second life as a devil is full of headache as expected. 1,000 favorites, 1,200 follows.
Apparently, there are a lot of high school DxD fans just like absorbing
pathetic and
stories in the
thirsty.
crossover section for Korean comics.
Y'all are pathetic and thirsty indeed. Okay. Fuck this shit. I am out.
Oh no, you don't. Max and I haven't vetoed it.
Oh,
You
this
wanna
is
read this?
this is hilarious, by the way. Fanfiction.net doesn't know what to do with itself. I'm trying to access the High School DxD Modern Korean Comics crossover section by just clicking the fucking link on the story, and it's like, nah, this page doesn't exist. Sorry.
Hopefully they just deleted them all.
That would be nice.
Why is that censored? Yeah, no, I think this is straight up a Google Translate.
Well, now we know how everyone else feels when it happens to them.
Yeah. Yeah, signal is green, no problems, or so I thought.
What the hell?
Runaway truck,
Okay, a runaway truck is not something you can't note. Like,
oh wow, the truck missed me. I am safe. Oh no, the cows! The cows ran me over as they escaped from the truck. I am dead now.
Okay. By the way, in case anyone's curious, I'm looking at the Korean comics High School DxD crossover section. There are only 8 stories in this entire section. High School DxD fans are some thirsty motherfuckers that don't feel like writing shit.
Yes, as we can confirm from Kilm, High School D times D fans are indeed thirsty motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ, it's not. It takes like 3 volumes to actually get good.
It does. That's the saddest part, honestly.
And I gave up after the 4th one because the updates were just so slow. It was one of those like, oh, we only update like once every 2 months, and if you're lucky, you'll get 3 chapters that day.
Alright, so we're moving the fuck on from here. Another World, One Last Chance. A Mass Effect Warhammer Cross.
well, that was fast, and people say we don't cover stories at a good rate anymore.
No one says that.
Or
T
hammer,
times T gets good. Wow. No. Not really.
Honestly, people have initially praised High School DxD because the character wasn't like this basic bitch coward protag. I think I would have preferred Issei as a basic bitch coward protag if it got rid of his sole thing of I do this for breasts, and that was it.
Yeah, honestly, that got really old really quickly. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta defeat this bad guy. Oh, Issei, what are you gonna do? Oh, what am I gonna do? Boobs! How does that solve the problem, Issei? Well, boob power up!
It just magically did solve the problem.
Yeah. It was annoying after the 4th chapter.
Issei,
I never
you
even
gotta
read
learn
it.
magic,
Here's the thing,
Issei!
I never read it, and the mere concept alone annoys me enough that I never will.
You gotta learn the magic, Issei! I can't learn the magic! Learn the magic through boobs, Issei! You're right! Boobs! I can magic now!
Everything that's coming out of Sneaky's mouth. And I understand that's an exaggeration.
No!
No, it is. Yes, it is. It's well, okay, it's half an exaggeration.
That's enough for me to never touch it.
What was it? It's like, what was it, Sneaky? It's like, alright, we're gonna teach you how to use magic. Cool, so you can have your own finishing move. Awesome! Alright, I figured out how to strip girls.
Yeah.
That's your finishing move? Yeah.
You're a freak.
Yep.
We need to have a serious talk with a therapist.
Yes.
No. You don't send him to a therapist. The therapist will just say Freud.
I will refer to the case of the mind reading via molestation. Oh, yeah,
That was a thing.
that was a thing.
How far in was that a thing? Because I don't remember that in the slightest.
Fairly far in.
Oh.
I've never
So I
read it,
stopped.
so I have no memory
I
of
stopped in time. Good.
The therapist will attempt suicide afterwards. Anyway, so this is Another World, One Last Chance. As always, it's found in the Discord down below.
it. Sneaky, don't forget our disclaimer. Leave these authors the hell alone unless they ask for a review, and then we suggest you be nice about it. Even if
Oh,
Sneaky
did we
isn't.
forget the disclaimer?
Oh, good! This is a multi-cross! That's what I always wanted with sci-fi! Because crossing two things wasn't hard enough when it comes to sci-fi. Let's just throw more galactic spanning empires into this. What could go wrong?
I like the
An
cover art,
entire
if nothing
planet
else.
system on the 41st millennium has been pulled to another place thanks to the efforts of the
That's a lot of problems.
Thanks to the efforts of the Emperor and a pissed-off Eldar goddess, with the stragglers and unwanted guests behind those who are chosen by the deity of the humans, those who have been given a second chance to live on in a world different from their own. 40k times Mass Effect times StarCraft 2 for some fucking reason.
Oh, well, everything is dead now. You just crossed over Warhammer with StarCraft 2.
Listen, somewhere distantly, a lawsuit has formed, and it is your fault.
No, not even a lawsuit. They're just gonna do a new crossover.
Why?
Like, hey guys, Blizzard just now owns Warhammer.
Why is...
Oh god.
Why are these reviews? Chapter 2.
What?
Why are the rape scenes so well written?
Oh, we are not reading
what?
this. Nope,
Chapter
I'm putting my veto down
43.
right now.
The elusive man is a rapist. Chapter 11. This is a great story, but please no more rape.
Nope.
Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and report this.
Chapter 10.
Yeah, no.
Why is there so much rape in this?
Okay, author, you need to stop. Sneaky, Sneaky, do you happen to have the gif of the guy with the clock?
No, I don't.
Filthy Frank?
The Filthy Frank clip, yes. Let's see, is there anything else in here? For lack of better words, this story is terrible. I stopped at chapter 25, and here's what I have to say about your story. And before you know, and before you say I'm an elitist or a hater, I don't hate this story, I just dislike it. I barely know Warhammer 40k. First off, the grammar is horrible. I can understand why, if English wasn't your first language, but for the love of all things, get an editor and better reader. Second, repetition! Seriously! Get some help! I lost count how many times you repeated yourself. Third, metaphors that don't make sense, and writing that just does not make sense in general. Please, please, get someone to look over your work. I had to take time trying to make sense of the things you were trying to make me understand what was even going on. 4, you say you do something horrible, then you minimize it so we all glance over it. 5th, pandering. I don't mean those of under 18 pandering, I mean those who are immature. In other words, you really shouldn't have listened to the people asking for more rape and sex. It just brings down the quality. Fucking what?
Oh,
I'm having more fun reading the reviews than anything else, to be honest.
Okay, Sneaky, I have done my job as consultant. I shall now link you a GIF once I find our direct messaging. There we go.
6.
Right. I
Speaking
feel
of
this
which,
is appropriate. Here you go, buddy.
Speaking
that
of
should
which,
work,
there
right?
is an unholy amount of rape in this piece of work. Rape is serious.
Listen, an unholy amount of rape is any. Let's be clear on that.
More or less. It's a life-changing consequences. Not good changes, mind you, but due to the amount of poorly written rape in this story, it has become a meh. Just a meh.
You people are far too cavalier about this.
Opens up story. Wow, that's a lot of rape. This is a bad story.
I think that's actually part of the point of that thing. Is like, listen, man, I don't like this. The fact that this is just a meh is bad. That your story has done this now.
Oh yes.
The story summary doesn't convey what the story is about. I expected a decently written political story about the civilization that has only known the horrors of war to try and adjust to peace. But no, I instead get rape. Eighth,
You're expecting a lot of
characterization.
fanfiction, Lightning Hawk.
No, listen. I think not rape is a reasonable expectation.
No. I'm talking about the political thing. The rape thing was something that Sneaky threw in. Sneaky replaced a bunch of wording at the end of that point.
Yes.
Of course he did.
Well, he's sneaky. He's sneaky.
Exactly.
That's an appropriate gif in our DMs, by the way, Sneaky, once you're done reading this review.
I'll bring it up. There is none! All characters feel flat, robotic, and boring. I suggest you stick to a couple characters, get a feel for them, think about how they would act where and how they were raised, so on and so forth. You don't have to write every character in great detail, but a story with uninteresting characters is typically bad. Ninth, you complain far too much.
Not typically. Is. The end. Is.
You complain too much. Yes, it is sad when people bash and criticize your work, but you need to learn to accept not everyone will like what you make and shrug off the haters.
Author, you have multiple complaints of rape. You don't get to complain.
Yeah, you really lose any ground of pity or, like, clapback at your reviewers when you have multiple reviewers going, whoa man, there is too much rape in this story.
Listen, it's like, why is it always okay to kill Nazis in video games? Because the Nazis don't get to complain.
Ninth! Sorry, the 10th! You should be grateful for the amount of support you have going into this piece of fiction. I have read infinitely better written stories with far more interesting premises that barely receive any attention at all. Lady, you are lucky to have this attention, and to me it feels like it is unearned. 11th, I never noticed any improvement into writing and storytelling. Both remain consistently bad and uninteresting. In conclusion, you really need to learn to English better, get somebody to help with your writing, and practice your writing and storytelling skills. Also, less rape.
Really, I feel the problem here is that enough people aren't putting that at the start and saying, I've already reported this story.
Here's a review talking about other reviews and the saltiness of the reviews. Oh man, I want a sequel to this.
Y'all need Jesus.
I don't want them anywhere near Jesus.
No, but really, that's the only hope we have now.
You're a great writer. Sweet fucking Christ. You realize a story is bad when there's over 1,000 reviews, but the faves are so low you need a drill to dig them out. So you read it and you notice why 80% of the reviews are flames. Girl, you need to fix how your brain works, cause this story ain't going anywhere. It'll stay here at the bottom of everyone's shoe, like the pile of shit you can't scrape off.
I like this. I like this one.
I came here to read a good Warhammer 40k story, and this is what I get? I can't even define how utterly obscene and repulsive this story is. Have you read it lately? Have you tried adding a tag to the story somewhere that says dark with rape? Because you have destroyed what I expected of a revived Emperor story. I was thinking Space Marines, Audi, Duder, Sacrifice, and Divine Intervention. Instead, I get a story that is half Space Eldar rape and half the Emperor doesn't give a shit and likes fucking his elven goddess.
I like the next one. I really like the next one.
You piece of utter shit, fancying yourself as some 50 Shades of bullshit. This story is so shit. It could have only ever come out of an asshole. Probably yours.
I liked it. I'm done. This story is too disgusting for my taste. Chapter 28. So the other, or like this guy. Chapter 32. This is the worst story I've ever read in my life, ever. Why did you go to chapter 32?
Chapter 31. What kind of sick fuck are you? Why is there rape in every chapter? You make me sick. Chapter 31. I came here to read about the God Emperor. At chapter 31! Instead, blah blah
They were
blah.
really
All I get is a
optimistic.
fic about the elven god and the emperor fucking each other and not caring about anything. Also, rape. What do you have against the Eldar? Why are they raped again and again?
I mean, the filthy Eldar do deserve
Chapter
it.
43. What have?
I think that was actually like the initial part of Pride Fallen there, and they had to put a nickname over the guest instead to finish it. The same chapter and the same date. He was so shocked he accidentally clicked send review before he could even
40K
get
is
like
one of those
a quarter of
universes
the way
you should
through.
cross over if you don't know about it. As soon as you hit the Emperor, think about how the Eldar women are fine and could be used for breeding. I checked out. Yes.
What is this fucking wall of text? Why? A bit too rapey for me!
I feel like there needs to be a list with these people on it.
Rape!
I feel like if you control F that.
I enjoyed reading this story. I need to ask, will there be a sexual?
I'm pretty sure there already is.
I think
Apparently,
they meant,
in
I
every
think
other
they
chapter.
Meant no. They meant sequel. You ended the story on a cliffhanger. I think they meant sequel.
I don't care.
You've ended the story on a cliffhanger. What will Taldir do now the Turians who have helped her have been killed? What did Macha feel when her own goddess asked her lover to be Sanguinus's wife? What about the Reapers? Shepherd? Tisoni? I don't think she was mentioned at all, which is weird because I think she would want to meet some of the Triumvirate despite the council being at war with them. Liara is such a scientist.
Anyway, can we just like move on? Not like we've had our fun, but
Yeah.
We're doing something else.
I want a
This
sequel.
makes me
I want a
sad.
sequel. Please start a sequel. This was an amazing chapter.
what is
Also,
wrong with you
we should
people?
point out, by the way, this fucking bitch didn't even have the decency and shame to at least make it a rated M story. This story is rated T, which is one of the reasons it's probably getting so many
In
views.
what world is this tea?
I don't know. And by the way, this isn't a matter of people like this isn't a mention of rape. People,
10
someone
out of
in the
10
review
out
said,
of 10
"Why are
out
these
of 10
things
out
written
of
so
10
well?"
out of 10. What is wrong with you people?
This story is reportable.
Never stop writing fan fiction.
Like,
I want more. This is so good.
Can we use this as an excuse to put people on a list?
I don't know,
Holy
but this
fucking
story really should be reported. It's rated T,
I
but
highly
it's got
encourage everyone
Ooh.
goes and reports the shit out of this story. Because you missed rape. That's what you missed, Justin. You missed rape.
We usually say don't go bothering authors and whatnot. This is one of the few times where this needs to be reported. This goes
this
in
is completely
so many guidelines.
ethical. Dude,
No.
this is
We're not even
completely
saying
ethical.
bother the author. We're just saying report the story. Because this is not okay.
Report the shit out of this story, because Jesus fucking Christ. I should not go into the reviews and have the first page, the second page, and every page past that complaining about how much rape there is. That is not a thing that should be here.
Let's be clear, that's not a thing that should be anywhere.
Well, I mean, if you want to put it on like adultfanfiction.net or something, I really can't fucking stop you. But like, it shouldn't be here.
Yeah. But if it's going to be here, then it needs to not be explicitly written and rather implicitly implied. Hopefully to further the story.
All right, so
Ideally, not at all. If you're gonna do it, hopefully you write it well. But I doubt this author's
next
capable
up
of
is
that.
going to be this story, A Grim Handler, and I'm going to display Max's.
You know what? It can't possibly be worse than what we just saw. So hooray!
Right.
You know what? If I felt like taking the time, I could just chroma key a screenshot of that story over there, but that's way more work than I feel like putting
Honestly,
into that.
if someone could get me a blank background of this, that would be great, because I would definitely put that up.
What, just a blank background without the caption?
No, like with the caption, obviously. Just get rid of the green background so I can actually like overlay it over things.
I mean, like, you could do that yourself. You just have to do some chroma key and
I am mildly retarded when it comes to anything creativity. I don't know if you realize that yet.
yeah, I could
Anyway.
probably do
So
something.
a Grimm's handler. Parents are supposed to be caretakers for their kids. Some, however, go too far in their care, resulting in a buildup of spite for one individual. Not wanting to deal with them anymore, he travels around Remnant, not sure where to go. Before he ends up as a student in everyone's favorite academy, of course he does. And why else would he? We can't have him going to a different academy. That would break canon rails. We can't have an original academy to go to. No. That would be silly. Of course he has to go to Beacon. And I can't see anymore.
Hooray! He's gone blind from the vodka.
His life from there is anything but normal. Here you are, sir. Have a safe trip. Thank you, I reply to the lady in the window and make my way into the ship. I sit down with a huff, placing my backpack on the ground next to my feet and slowly take a moment to process my mind. School! Jeez, I can't believe I'm doing this! I think as I stare at everyone... as everyone and other people begin... as everyone and other people... Okay. began trudging onto the ship and I'm taking their seats. I am on a massive transport airship that's set to take me and dozens of other people straight to a specific location. After only a few more
Really?
minutes...
I thought it was just gonna kind of fly around aimlessly for a few hours, drop some people in the Sahara, maybe drop a few people in PUBG, and then go on its merry way.
After only a few more minutes of people entering the the ship finally lifts off and takes us to our destination. Beacon Academy, to be specific. With a grunt, I lean back and adjust my jacket for the ride. My attire consists of a black... Oh, good! I'm glad people just... Don't people just normally just be like, oh man, I'm gonna lean back a bit. Ah, yes, I am wearing my leather jacket with my blue jeans. These sure are a good thing to wear with my death metal t-shirt.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. Every day come on, man. Every day I go to class, and, everybody goes around and talks about what they're wearing and why they chose it, what it signifies to them.
Oh, of course. I mean, they might actually do that in certain colleges. I wouldn't be surprised.
No college I've ever heard of, thank God.
Well, I mean, liberal arts, dude.
Sneaky, we didn't even do that kind of nonsense at Champlain.
Yeah.
At least that I know of.
The key word there, my friend, is yet. Didn't do it. Yet.
Oh, come on. You think Chuck would ever allow that kind of nonsense?
Well, there's a lot more teachers there than just Chuck, my dude.
Yes, and that is unfortunate. We need to clone Chuck the Hobo.
Indeed. With a grunt, I proceed to describe my clothing. Also, apparently I have a scythe on my neck. I'm wearing...
Wait, what? Oh, God.
Did he actually say that?
Yes.
He did.
My attire consists of a black leather jacket with a hood and a clip on the front that allows me to wear it with ease without having my arms inside it like I'm supposed to. So it freely moves around in the wind like an anime character. I wear a blue shirt with the logo of a Beowulf. Black, red, and white skull on the front with a sword going through it.
Why would you have a
white chain necklace with some bling on my neck with a silver scythe at the end. Black fingerless glove with metal plates on the back of each hand.
I don't know who this is, but I'd like them to stop, murdering John.
Are there to help protect my own weapon from cutting me. I also wear black pants with free range of movement,
rather than
thanks
the
to
weapon,
their stretchy
he should worry
leatherness.
about his own edge.
And
cutting.
steel-toed black combat boots with soles lined with metal segments. What?
Did you put the banner up?
I can, actually. I mean, I don't know if we're quite at the edgy level yet, but we're certainly
Sneaky, you just heard that outfit.
A question for you, oh mighty teacher of grammar. I'm not really a great teacher of grammar, I'm just really good at pointing out when you're dumb. There's a difference there. How would you suggest setting up the description for a character in a first-person story? I ask partly due to my own. Basically, as Sean here says,
I was going to say, we've actually covered this numerous times, and we'll be happy to cover it again.
Make it some sort of important event, they're coming down the stairs and their parents are there and the mom complains about what she's wearing or he's wearing, or, they're getting ready for some important event. Oh, it's the first day of school, I hope I look good, I picked out this outfit.
You can also alternately, this is not as good, but you can also have an old friend complaining you always wear the same ratty t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on what exactly they're wearing, the characters involved, it depends on a lot of things. Sometimes you just can't describe characters for a while. Like our Dark Souls story, for example. You don't even fucking... We couldn't even have a chance to talk about our main characters' faces. Until chapter 2, was it?
I think it...
Yeah,
Oh.
chapter 2.
God, I think it was chapter 3 actually.
Yeah, so you straight up about
Chapter 2 for
30K words in, you
I think it
finally
was
you
chapter
finally
2 for
get character
Valkyrie.
descriptions. I mean, sometimes you just straight up can't fit them in. Sometimes there's literally no situation where it's not awkward putting a character description.
I would say, and guess what? In those
Actually-
situations, it is far, far better to
Uh,
wait
Yeah.
naturally for that
Actually,
to occur.
Sneaky, I don't think we ever actually described Valkyrie's face aside from red hair and a tattoo.
Oh, you're right. I don't think we did.
And Hobble, like, we just copy pasted my usual bland brown hair, hazel eye thing over him, and that was it. And called him like.
I would say
girlish looking.
something that Max, did we ever describe ourselves in our shows?
No. We described ourselves as fat, and that was it. One was slightly
You're right.
shorter than the other.
We didn't even. You're right. We didn't even mention hair colors.
No, it's like.
Character
No.
descriptions aren't always a thing. I mean, yeah, you should get them in there somehow, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yes, I did have a bland appearance for Hobble.
Anyway,
But like
so...
for real, like our terrible story. Granted, it's a shitpost of a story, but no one
Oh,
has
oh,
ever
oh,
been like,
boy!
oh, I want to know what they look like.
Are you ready? I have blue eyes. Because people, boy, I'm going to school. Oh man, yeah, I have blue eyes and black hair. Who the fuck just sits there and thinks about like their genetic features? I mean,
This
Nazis,
guy
I guess.
apparently.
The master race, yeah. The master race, I guess, would sit there and think about that sort of stuff.
Clearly, you are wise sage of writing, Sneaky. So says Isley.
Well, I'll take that a compliment.
We have not ever pretended to be qualified to give writing advice. We have never claimed that.
In
ever.
fact, we often disclaim it. We are not professionals
Oh.
in the writing arena. We're professionals in the heckling arena.
Slight aside, bit of U.S. news. Barbara Bush has just passed, apparently.
Oh, that's unfortunate
What just passed?
for
Barbara
people, I'm
Bush?
sure. The wife of Walker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blue eyes, short hair, a scar line runs down at an angle from my
A
left
scar
eye's
he got
eyebrow
from killing the filthy lesser races, apparently.
to just below the eye itself. Oh, you're like, okay, look, I realize that's a really cool looking scar. The reason why it's quote really cool looking is because it's fucking impossible to get. Like, you do not realize the sort of situation you have to get into to get that sort of scar. Like, it is a very specific set of circumstances that must follow within one each other, or you're going blind/dead. Or you don't get the scar. Like,
That or your eyes are just really sunken back down in your face.
it is a very difficult scar to get.
Because you have to survive it.
Yeah.
A permanent red line runs straight along the scar on my face through the sclera of my eyes.
No, own my sclera of the eye. What the fuck? Own my sclera of the eyes. What?
He's saying there is a scar line running through the whites of his eyes.
Yep. Checks out.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but this is a point of biology, so I will break it to you. You pierce your eye, it's basically a water balloon. It's not a water balloon that refills either. An accident when I was younger, thanks to my parents' careless actions. So now I'm left with permanent disfigurement on my face. Even with the aura I possess, too much time transpired between when I got it and when I accessed my aura, so no amount of anything can fix this. I never forgave my parents for when that event took place.
Calm down.
Maybe their constant badgering throughout my life was what led to my boiling point. But I digress from telling you, myself, my life story.
I thought that sounded wrong.
2 years. I spent 2 years alone in the grim, forsaken home. I don't know if that was the best or worst decision of my life. They took care of me, fed me, clothed me, taught me how to fight, and even how to make and maintain my weapons.
The Grib, really?
No, I spent 2 years away from that grim, forsaken home.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Razor and Revolt. Or, put them together, Razor's Revolt. So edgy! Literally. Which is the best or prudent for my situation. My weapons are a pair of chakrams with handles in the middle. Oh! I wonder what character we've seen that on before!
Gee, I wonder what this character with his black trench coat.
I'm just remembering that fucking bitch's chakrams in Volume 5.
Honestly, unfortunately, when it comes to scar tissue, once you get the scar tissue, to remove that sort of scar tissue, because it is possible, even without, like, mystical powers, it is possible in this day and age to get scar tissue removed. And what basically has to happen is they have to cut out all of the scar tissue and then accelerate the healing through various methods of injection and other fun stuff that costs lots of money.
Or he could just... might be one of those lucky bastards that just heals even scar tissue. Like...
Well, I mean, there is some scar tissue, depending on the sort of wound and etc., and your genetics, you will, over time, get rid of scar tissue.
in this case, I'm pretty sure the one on the face is a bit hard, because
oh, yeah.
a wound like that would imply that he probably had
facial
flesh
scar
hanging off
tissue
at some
basically
point.
never goes away. Basically.
Well, I mean, it does. I know people with facial scars that disappear to almost nothing.
Yeah.
But,
It
like,
really depends on your genetics. Really.
The kind of scar that he's describing, which is like big, brawny RPG character, that's like, no, half your face was hanging off there, kid.
Yeah, but as far as basically the problem is when it comes to mystical forms of healing, the scar tissue itself would be what's regenerated. Like, that's what Deadpool's problem was.
Well, no, Deadpool's problem came from being cancerous.
Yeah, literally cancerous.
But no, that's what I'm saying, though, is that's what Deadpool's problem was, is he couldn't just cut out a part of himself and regenerate normally, because it would just regenerate the cancer.
Yeah.
Because when they injected him with it, the thing was like, oh, this is what his body's normally like. Got it. No. On the bright side, though, that did help him save the world.
Technically speaking, it never cured his cancer either. They're like, we can't cure your cancer, but we can stop it from killing you.
Like, for example, yeah. I still have the gear marks on my calf, where the bike gears tore through my leg.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice.
That's that's not healing up. Anyway, Razor and Revolt, the pair of dual chakrams. I don't throw them, but I use them as melee weapons. The blades are serrated, and the metal circles are segmented, allowing them to split apart and form together. The rails underlie the spines of the blade parts, so with click of a button, they spin at frightening speed. Oh, good! They're chainsaw chakrams!
This is so dumb.
By the way, in case you guys are wondering, I am currently constructing this in my head because I'm used to doing this as a former engineering student and someone interested in like moving segments for shit. He would look so fucking stupid holding these things, and the angles at which he has to hold them.
Well, I mean, the main problem is, when it comes to chainsaw-based
Someone should
weaponry,
model this in a CAD program just to see how stupid it looks.
well, the main problem is when using it on like a chakram or something, and why it works for a chainsaw / chain sword / chain axe, is you're directing the force in one direction and there's nowhere else for it to go. With the chain chakrams, you are holding it in the middle. You have it going from the top, and you also have it going on the bottom, and you're also only using one hand for it, so you also can't exert the amount of force needed. So if you ever hit something you can't cut through like butter, you're going to have even bigger problems.
Snaky, that's called a demo saw.
You're a demo
We
saw.
have something based on that theory. The difference here is he doesn't have a gigantic protective housing to keep him from accidentally sticking the blade into his body.
Oh, but don't you understand? That's what the metal plates on the back of his hands are for! That'll protect him!
Yeah.
I bet I still have a CAD program lying around on one of my old laptops. I haven't touched that fucking program in years.
Well, I mean, heck,
But
it's not a fantastic one, but Google does have a
yeah,
free CAD
okay.
program.
So basically, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to imagine a circle.
Oh no, Max, I
Stick
have
a
this thing
line.
pictured in my head. It's stupid as hell.
It's dumb. I'm aware.
Yeah, and I think the Eggers thing here is like I stuck handles in the middle of the chakram blades. No, you don't do that. The blade is integrated into the chakram for a reason.
I was gonna say, now listen. Technically speaking,
Also, I put a motor on it. Now it's a chainsaw.
It's not how that works. Oh yeah, some metal plates will protect me. Okay, but like, what about the pushback and the fact that you'll be eviscerating your own stomach?
Yeah. Anyway, they do wonders in combat, and I've found many useful ways.
No,
to
no, they
dispatching
don't.
My opponents.
They would be hilariously useless in combat.
I'm knocked out of my thoughts by the screen in front of me showing I and everyone else on the ship the news, the robbery, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Ruby. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Yang! Mere courtesy here. I'm not just gonna give my name to some random people. I scowl at her. And other news, blah blah blah, turns dark, explosions, terrorism, welcome to Beacon, I'm Good Witch. Blah blah blah, privileged few, blah blah blah, copy paste, blah blah blah, blah blah. All three of us turn our heads to a weird groaning sound. We see another blonde passenger with armor plates hunched over running past us to go puke. Wait. Oh, this is an original character.
Oh god.
Oh, this isn't John. This is an original character.
Oh my god, you guys didn't
That's
realize that this was
even
an
worse.
OC the entire time.
Look, Ruby Fanfiction has gone to the point where I legitimately thought we were reading a John fic.
Yeah, an edgy one. Can you blame us?
I can. Yes. Like.
Anyway, so Edgy McEdge says blah blah blah, blah blah blah, seasickness, blah blah blah.
Human version of Shadow the Hedgehog. You leave Shadow out of this.
I hope they're better than Vomit Boy. You're better than Vomit Boy, Ruby happily says. He is. I am. Well, I did kind of come out of the blue like that. Ha 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 ha, she says embarrassingly. What? I do hope I didn't make you uncomfortable. She apologized to me. I can't be helped but surprised by the sincerity of the apology. I lived most of my life in a hardened lifestyle of vacuo, and even then traveled to Mistral as well, familiarizing myself with the rogue elements I'm used to dealing with, liars and cutthroats. Blah blah blah, more canon shit, blah blah blah. Cover image does not belong to me. Ruby is my favorite anime. Yes, this show doesn't have the look of other animes, but I love this show. Boy, this whole show is so crazy and awesome. Season 4 was the best.
Oh, that answers a lot of questions.
That does answer a lot of questions, actually. So let's move on. Let's see what we got here. Let's go with this one. Naruto Starcraft. Heart of the Xenomorph. Because reasons. What this person reminds me of is a human version of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Honestly, I think that's needlessly cruel to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Also, Sean,
needlessly cruel to Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow. Whatever.
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog actually had a pretty compelling backstory.
There is a flame war. Yeah, basically the entire Ruby fandom is a active flame war that is just comes and goes. Yeah, they were obnoxious, honestly.
Oh, this is going to be a reaction GIF for a while.
Alright, so is everyone ready for Heart of the Xenomorph?
No,
The xenomorph
somehow I don't think
species
that matters.
has always been docile ever since their queen died after a raid on their home planet. But that soon changed when a new master of the xenomorph species rose up after the deceased ruler gave its power to a human. Join Naruto as he leads the Xenomorphs to conquer the galaxy and purge the filth.
Can we be done?
Rated M for mature, Kushina is alive. Naruto harem.
Please stop.
I'm already worried because Kushina's alive and this happens to be a harem story. See what the reviews spoil for this, yeah?
Why is there 400 favorites in this?
Because it's Naruto.
Update more. More, please. This is so great. More, please. More. Love it. Man, this is so fucking great. Yeah, I'll ping you. Yes,
Who are we pinging and why?
Xenomorphs, as in the alien xenomorph. Kilm wants to continue writing.
Oh.
I want you to continue writing because I want to see where you go with chapter 3 because I can already see the steam running out.
Can you say Captain Grease?
What?
Captain Grease instead of Captain America. Guess who's Captain Grease?
Oh, I really don't want to. Oh, God.
Naruto will not be human, but pieces of him will be. Like his dick, I'm assuming. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean,
But always...
I don't want to say I hope for that, but I would expect that. It would be disturbing if it wasn't.
No, Kilm, I believe Max is referencing the fact that we don't really have much way to go from now on. I don't know. Like, what are you saying?
Yeah,
About this theme,
okay, here's the issue, is that, Sneaky roped you into this, Kilm. Presumably, it was a volunteer thing on your part.
It was.
But Sneaky has a problem. Has the same problem I do. We get these ideas that we just want to bulldoze through, and then we reach the end of the bulldozing part. I can already see Sneaky starting to run out.
No, like, Kilm and I have sat down and we've pretty much planned everything out to, like, at least the end of season 3.
Okay, but have you gotten everything
Anyway.
in between?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Sure.
not what we're about here.
Yeah.
That's totally what we're about here.
Dude, we have plans for chapters 3, 4, 5, and 6 already.
Wow, look at you taking a non-Dark Souls fic far more seriously than I thought you would, you cunt.
I know, right? It's almost like I have someone who is willing to sit down and write with me.
Oh, it's almost like I'm waiting
Put
for you to finish your
the
fucking chapter that
bickering
you promised over the
away.
last 2 years to
I
finish.
never promised anything!
Children.
No,
Please.
you be quiet. I will hush you.
I will just keep talking.
Are you fucking kidding me? He'll have a very powerful army under control. There will be hints of Tyranids from Dawn of War. Dawn of War! Not Warhammer 40k, because that's the source material. Dawn of War!
Oh, I
Yep.
hope that oh god.
Because this is a fanfic, I say there's no such thing as chakra or ninja. Hey guys, I'm gonna write a Ruby fic, but Grim don't exist, Aura doesn't exist, and semblances don't exist. Also, there's no such thing as a combat school. Hey guys, I'm gonna write a Naruto fic. Chakra doesn't exist, ninjas don't exist, and basically the entire history of Naruto never happened. It's still a Naruto fic, right?
Yep, totally.
Eternal screaming intensifies. Blood for the blood god. More or less.
Oh,
Prologue. Hive Fleet Kraken. Oh my fucking god. Hints of Tyranids. Hints of Tyranids. Literally the first 3 words. Tyranids. That's not.
I see no problems here.
That's not. That's not hints. That's not hints. You cannot start your story off and go, oh, it's just a hint. A smidge. A little dash. Blah 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 blah. We am the swarm. We am the swarm. Well, you also am the English, apparently.
And my suffering.
Wait. What?
What now?
Boomed a voice as various turrets and weapons fired at Hive Fleet Kraken. Alien drop pod shot out. The Xenomorph and Zerg burst forth, tearing apart everything.
I'm getting a migraine.
I'm starting to get a headache, and I don't even know what from. Also, is xenomorph just like another way of referring to the Zerg or something?
No,
or is this
no, xenomorphs. The xenomorphs from
just
aliens.
literal xenomorphs?
Yes,
Xenomorphs
we're
from
talking
the movie
about
Aliens.
aliens.
Yes. It was,
But also the
Yeah.
Tyranids, but also the Zerg.
Also, apparently, the Zergs, Tyranids, and Xenomorphs all teamed up, didn't infest each other, and worked together to annihilate planets for reasons. Also, they can't speak English.
You know,
Or
just-
have proper punctuation.
you know what? No, fuck it. I want to see a StarCraft Aliens crossover where the Zerg get a hold of a xenomorph and add shit from it to their base units.
Honestly, the xenomorphs are kind of trash compared to what the Zerg have.
Yeah, really, they only got the whole terrorism thing going on for them.
And honestly, you have banelings for that.
Yeah.
Burrow
Well,
banelings.
I mean, not really, because high stealth, high power, acid blood, immunity to their own acid blood,
Acid blood's already there.
able to survive in the vacuum of space.
The
And
Zerg don't need oxygen either.
if you've got a queen, they just fucking hatch themselves in mass.
Zerg do that as well.
Really, the only downside to xenomorphs is that they need a host, and theoretically any host will work. Humans just happen to be the ones that it happens to every time. And they also get new fucking abilities based on the host.
Yeah, Zerg do that too.
Zerg definitely do that. They
Oh my
will.
God.
We
the
are
Zergs
the
are just
hearts
Xeno
of the
ripoffs.
Xenomorph. We are the hearts of the Xenomorph.
I'm sorry, now I'm just angry that Blizzard ripped off xenomorphs.
What? No, my dude. StarCraft is actually an aborted fetus of a Blizzard attempt at a Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, no. They ripped off Warhammer.
No, they
The
didn't,
Zerg
they
are
didn't
ripped
rip
off
it
from
off.
the Tyranids.
Blizzard was
The
originally
Tyranids.
making a Warhammer 40K game that got canceled. And the game was pretty much almost already finished. So what Blizzard did, they were like, well, fuck it. And they just changed some things and released
Okay, yeah,
the
it's
game
not
as
a
StarCraft.
ripoff, but it essentially ended up looking. It essentially became a ripoff because they lost the 40K license.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I will say this, Protoss way cooler than the Eldar.
Yeah, duh.
Like Space Marines, not as cool. Zerg, pretty much just the I can't even think.
A way more balanced form of Tyranid.
Yeah, they're just a balanced form of Tyranid. But the Protoss are actually cooler.
I kind of like the Terran more than I like the Empire.
I like most of the Terran units more than I like the Terrans from 40K, but the Space Marines are way lamer.
I mean, yeah, that's because Space Marines...
The Space Marines specifically, that's it.
Yeah, I know.
Siege tanks are the coolest thing ever.
I kind of want to go watch Aliens now.
It's a good movie. You should always watch
It is. It's a fantastic movie.
We am the swarm, dude.
The first Alien is just so different.
Okay, so apparently, so Naruto, Naruto comes out wearing black pants, black shoes, and a black tank top, and a trench coat.
Oh, so he doesn't look anything like someone who's been infested by the Zerg. Cool.
And his hair is now Snow White. No,
description-
he's not a Zerg. He's a xenomorph human.
You can't see it, but I'm twitching.
And he has a xenomorph tail, and his eyes were pure endless black abysses. This was due to the
This
xenomorph
description is
DNA.
way too chopped up.
His hair was gray due to the result of his burning hatred for everything.
That. Now, I am
Okay.
not a biologist, but I believe I can safely say that's not how that works.
I've always found the idea of like, why is your hair like pure white at the age of 30? Because I had a horrifying experience. Now I want to see the thing of why is your hair white at the age of 30? Oh, I got really fucking angry one time.
I got so angry my hair turned white.
I want to see that now, but in a better story.
Next to him emerged a woman with her eyes ablaze and smoking of purple. Smoking of purple. No, blah blah blah, Queen of Blades, blah blah blah.
Wait,
blah, blah.
wait, no, is Kerrigan being replaced with Kushina, or is Kerrigan just here?
That's a good question. They are both badass redheads. So this is a problem. I would assume it's Kerrigan because of the whole psionic smoking purple eyes.
Okay, yeah, but like, let's be real, Kerrigan's cooler than Kushina.
I mean,
No, that's
yeah.
Kerrigan. It's Sarah Kerrigan.
Okay, good.
Apparently they boned the night before.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Hmm.
Also,
She's definitely
I
concerned with
love
that.
this little part the author includes. This lady is the most eligible girl in the galaxy, if not for the whole alien look. Look, that's not gonna stop a lot of people.
Also, you are aware that Kerrigan does not always have the alien look, right?
I mean, dude, even Zerg Kerrigan, there is still a decent following of people behind her.
Oh, I'm aware, and I'm not saying that like Zerg Kerrigan doesn't look good. She still looks good, but the whole Zerg thing is kind of like a big no.
It's a turn on for some people, apparently, according to the internet. Thank you, internet, for
Okay,
images
but look, there are
I
some
never
people
wanna
that
see
want it.
again.
There are also people turned on by Naui.
I mean,
Those people are wrong.
yeah. I mean, look, that's compare that. Look, whoa, that's comparing pedophilia to an interest in, what the fuck would you even
Bug
a semi-nudist, semi-nudist bug people?
I don't know.
What? I can't believe this is a conversation happening that I am witness to. What the fuck has the internet done to humanity?
Terrible things, Max.
God.
Now live on a podcast on the internet somewhere. The discussion between pedophilia Naui and semi-nudist bug Kerrigan porn.
Actually, yeah, I guess Noe actually technically is a pedophile, actually, if you have her marry off Donald.
Well,
Huh.
Max, that's not
Ironic.
what we mean.
No, but the way he worded it, pedophile Noe.
Yeah.
The way he said
I
it.
mean, if you really think about it, technically she is a pedophile if she hits on anyone.
No, I was gonna
Age
say,
18.
okay, but then
Because she is
what does that make Tiki? Because
magnitudes
Tiki's
of
even
ages
older.
older than everyone.
Tiki's not going for those under 18.
She totally shacks up with the Avatar. Who-
Why is your avatar not
No,
like
I'm not.
20-something?
Well, you can definitely have like an under 18. Like the body type, you can definitely have one that looks under 18.
Yeah, but like,
I'm sorry, is this something you investigated?
No,
it's
but,
it's a it's
character
like
creator
it's
only has like 4 choices, so
I think it has exactly 4, maybe 5.
Also, I would like
But,
to point out when I was doing my announcer for that little bit, I for some reason picked up the vodka bottle and used it as a mic, even though I have an actual mic right fucking here.
listen, the human body doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Human body doesn't care. Yeah, no, that it's one of those weird things. Japan is weird, yo,
Yes,
and it doesn't help that that's a common body type
we're
even with
moving
grown
on.
women.
All right. Blah blah blah. Hive Fleet Leviathan appeared right behind him.
Oh, just behind him, eh?
Behind, I'm guessing, Kraken. Apparently, Hive Fleet Kraken is a single ship. And Hive Fleet Leviathan is a single ship and not actually a multi-billion swarm of
Indeed.
Tyrannid. Kushina, Xenomorphs, wait, what the fuck? A few xenomorph eggs dotted the halls as baby xenomorph were seen moving around in their shells. Naruto stopped at a wall as a face emerged out of the wall. It was that of his mother.
Alright, his mother is a warp ghost.
I'll avenge
Good
your
to know.
death, Ka-chan, said Naruto as his mother's head wrapped around him. What kind of
Oh, this is some warp shenanigans.
What the fuck is going on? Kushina went into the ship when she was killed, but Naruto chose to preserve her body and mind by merging it with the ship. She also acted as an amplifier for when Naruto wanted to talk with his forces. He was still looking for a way to bring her out of the ship, but in the meantime, she was the ship. Naruto didn't like that she was the ship, but it had to be done. He didn't like the fact that his mother was a ship. There was also a few other women that Naruto took with him, as they all loved him very much. But I know what you're thinking. What on earth is fucking going on? Am I right? Well, to explain that question, we must start at the very beginning, to when this all began, to when it all started, to when Naruto became, period, the heart of the Xenomorph. I think this story gave me cancer.
Oh, really, Sneaky, going for the low-hanging fruit again.
Oh, look, if he's gonna write a
Oh,
low-hanging
he
story...
knows how to do that. And
Look, if he's gonna write a low-hanging story, I'm gonna write a low-hanging review. What I'm
Fair
getting
enough,
from
I
this
guess.
is that Naruto's going to fuck his ship. I mean...
well, we can just skip
I
this.
wouldn't
Sorry,
say that's not what would happen.
Oh, the author was kind enough to include a harem list at the end of chapter 2.
Oh boy, okay.
First one on there.
Oh, wait.
Kushina.
Oh,
And yes, it is his mother.
Kushina.
Next one on the list.
Kaguya, Naruto's math teacher.
Yep.
May.
Terami, the bio teacher.
I mean, she'd be teaching him some biology, alright? Well.
So disappointed in you right now.
You know who wouldn't be disappointed in me? Tucker.
Well, it's got Makoto Uchiha,
Sasuke's
Samui.
mother and Naruto's English teacher, because apparently Makoto just knows English.
Yeah, and we got...
Mabui, principal of Naruto's high school.
I don't even remember who Mabui is. Oh, right. She's the assistant to the 4th Raikage. We see her 3 times?
Did
she ever show up in the...
Why?
Yeah, no, she showed up in the manga at one point. How do you latch onto that character and think, yeah, she'd make a great harem member?
Sneaky, Max, remember, people latched on to Spider-Girl from RWBY.
Don't remind me about that.
She is there for all of 3 shots.
Don't remind me about that.
You're the one who sent me the art.
Yeah, because if I had to see it, you did too.
I'm sorry, did you send him porn for RWBY?
No.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh, thank God.
No.
Also, I like how Sarah Kerrigan, Queen of Blades and current leader of Zerg, also Naruto's childhood friend who has a crush on him.
Yep,
I think
makes
that one might
sense.
be an OC. That one might be an OC.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, no, Sarah's an actual wasn't this bitch in a movie?
I believe so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Spider Girl.
she's
Is that was Spider Girl season 4?
yes, Spider-Girl was season 5 actually. Okay, Sarah and Naruto is from the Lost Tower, the movie where Naruto is traveling back in time.
Oh yes. All right. So what's her name?
Sarah,
Sister
S-A-R-A.
Tifa.
Or who? Whose name? What? Wait,
Do
the
they
Spider-Girl has
do
a
they
name?
make Tifa Lockhart?
Oh, right, fan names.
Oh yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what's this Spider Girl RWBY shit you guys were talking about here.
Max, just send the art.
Oh yeah, because I just
lots
fucking
of-
have that lying
Lots of
around.
Spider Grim.
I assumed you have the art just lying around all the time.
Lots of Spider Grim.
No.
Lots of
Damn, I have to go
Spider
digging like
Man.
3 days back, you cunt.
Oh, such a trial for you.
The RWBY characters
You know how
all
often
dressed
we
up in
talk and I
various
just
Spider-Man
post
outfits.
Gundam shit?
Oh, just Sneaky, just stop.
That's a Spider Grim. That's Ruby. Oh, that's
There. Found it.
my spider sense is tingling. More like your yang sense is tingling.
Here you go, Sneaky.
Get
You should remember
author
this,
go.
girl. Japan latched on super hard and was like, yeah, we should make a swimsuit picture for her.
Oh no, I think I know what you're talking about. Humanity has overstayed its welcome. Please leave the planet at the earliest convenience. Oh, her! Right! Where she showed up with the whole Blake scene and it didn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that one.
Right, I see. I just totally put her out of my mind because anyone associated with Blake should just be deleted.
But the problem with that is, then we have to delete Sun.
I don't see downsides here.
We have to delete Blake's dad.
Okay, now I'm starting to see a downside here. Maybe
Honestly, if we can just replace Blake with her dad, that'd be much better.
I think that
Her
makes
dad
a
is a
great
way
story.
cooler character.
Indeed. So this is a Naruto Bleach crossover. The Wandering Soul. Time is something desired yet wasted more. He had always had that particular philosophy, but when time lost all meaning and significance, he had to find new things to explore and unravel its truth to the world, or die of boredom, that is, if he could die. Did we cover this story
I don't know, maybe. Man, we're so productive tonight. We've gotten through like 4 stories.
Why does this story have 100? What? It has 1,200 followers and favorites. No, don't delete Blake's mom. Blake's mom is best mom.
Well, hang on, I'm sorry. Are they wanting to delete the most sensible character in Ruby? Who said, yeah, you guys have fun with that? I'm gonna go get the police. Meet up with you later.
Okay, so you guys go be stupid. I'm gonna call the cops.
Also, Blake, don't set the house on fire. Blake, this is your dad speaking. I put the oil down on the roof so you can set the house on fire easier.
Uh,
I mean, that's the only thing I can imagine is the reason why that happened. What? Oh, okay, so the author's trying to be clever. Time is the unsurpassed teacher for those permanently prone to learn new things and blah 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 philosophical bullshit. A man and woman were walking through Karakura town. The man was 6 feet tall and 7 inches with blonde hair extending up to his waist. You mean down to his waist? The man was garbed in a sleeveless...
Sneaky, this is the hair growing from his asshole.
Clearly.
And he's the Super Saiyan, so all his hair just naturally goes up.
oh boy.
The man was garbed in a sleeveless black trench coat with red flames licking the bottom. A crimson skin-tight t-shirt showing the man's chiseled marble torso, bulging pectorals, and washboard abs. No doubt a result of the intense physical training. With some kind of gleaming black metal bands with tree designs wrapped around his wrists, reaching up to his elbows. Black leather pants with bloody red combat boots reaching up to his knees, and a black staff with silver rings jingling with every step.
Why would you ever want your combat boots going up to your knees?
Because
That's a terrible use for...
Because
Is
he
that
got
a
his clothes
thing?
from Hot Topic!
Oh, hang on, is that a thing? Knee-high combat boots? Google,
Yes.
help me.
Yes, duh. Is that a thing? The answer is duh.
Specifically for women's fashion.
Yes.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
That's pretty much what I expected. Now I'm gonna eat some chips, so Atin, take it away.
What? Oh god, no, I'm not... However, his blood was immediately overlooked by anyone seeing a glimpse of the man's face. The man had 2 red bangs hanging on either side of his crimson, slitted eyes. Red lines, almost like whiskers on both cheeks, giving him a somewhat demonic appearance. Or the appearance of the kid who needs to stop shopping at Hot Topic and give his mom his credit card back. The woman, on the other hand, could be considered as the epitome of beauty with delicate features. She was a well-endowed blonde woman of average height. Well, average height isn't the pinnacle of beauty, now is it? Her long, silky hair...
Average height for which country, by the
that's also a
way?
good point. And a ponytail with 2 bangs hanging on either side of her face and eyebrows cut short, garbed in a white collared... I don't know what that is. Hime? Stupid moon speak kimono with black design of a 10-tailed creature embroidered into the back. And the front opened a little to show a tempting amount of cleavage. I'm so done. I hate everyone. Peeking from underneath the white kimono was a black kimono-style blouse worn underneath and form-fitting pants with black high-heel sandals. What? Why the hell do you have...
I'm sorry, what part are we at?
black high-heel sandals?
Because of retardation.
Long time since we last came here, skipping all punctuation. The woman started with a nostalgic... Yep, I'm just making sure I wasn't crazy.
Nah.
With nostalgic expression on her delicate features. staring at the scene they had come across. Many things had changed, many things had evolved, and the technological evolution was evident, but the feel and sensation of the place remained the same.
That it has! You know well as I do why I didn't want to come to this place or any place associated with Japan. The tall man answered with a sad smile. Just being here was resurfacing his long forgotten and desperately buried memories. But you can't escape your past. Eventually you'll have to face it. The delicately featured woman knew how painful it was for her blonde companion to return here. She could certainly understand his pain as she too was hurt, but it had to be done for him to once again return to the loving, enthusiastic blonde she knew. Wait, so like literally tens of thousands of years have passed and you're just coming to this conclusion right now?
Excellent.
Also, apparently this is Tsunade.
Yep, everything checks out.
Hold on. Blah blah, blah blah, they were immortal. Blah blah blah, they had lots of sex. Blah blah blah, sex joke. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah, flashback scene. Blah blah blah, he killed everyone. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah, Tsunade's coming on to Naruto. Blah 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 blah. Don't go to the dark side, Naruto, I love you. Remember me.
What? Is Naruto becoming a Sith Lord now?
Blah blah blah, Tsunade dies. You can't leave me, oh no, I won't let you die. I'm gonna resurrect you, you're now my slave. Naruto woke up from the nightmare with all the memories coming back
So,
to him.
Sneaky, now all I can think about is an actual Sith Lord Naruto watching Sasuke do the Chidori and then just kill him with Force Lightning.
Unlimited power!
And Kakashi's just like, oh, that's not the Chidori.
That's not normal behavior for that move.
And then Kakashi finds a way to copy the Force with the Sharingan. Because
Blah,
now I
blah.
want Kakashi to have Force Lightning.
Blah 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 blah. Her full and tempting pouty lips.
This author thinks they're good at writing descriptions, but they're not.
No doubt searching for his warmth while her seductively long legs peeked out from under her silver nightgown.
Uh-huh.
Blah blah blah, Tsunade's trying to seduce Naruto. Blah blah blah, Naruto is super old but for some reason is still immensely, retarded in terms of acceptance of the past. Even though apparently he's seen many civilizations rise and fall, he still can't get over the fact that he killed people one time.
Oh no, I killed some people once.
Blah blah, I can't hide anything from you. Nope, I love you too much. Blah blah blah, I was just remembering when I resurrected you. Oh my god. Wow, that's a fucking paragraph. That's literally just a paragraph of her talking. Like, I realize I do that sometimes, but like, I break it up with like actions. But his breakups, my breakups are like, oh, she walked to the other side of the room and observed another object lifting it into the air and continued talking. This guy's breakups are Tsunade said comfortingly, Tsunade said lovingly. Plays Imperial March in the background. Yeah, basically. There's thousands upon thousands of clones. Oh my god, he really is a Sith god.
I'm disappointed because I have not. I went looking for a remix of someone combining the Imperial March with the Soviet national anthem, and I did not find it.
That is disappointing.
Someone get on that.
Blah blah blah.
Max, see if you can
You're
see if that
adorable with
exists.
whisker marks. Blah blah blah. I love you so much, Tsunade. Blah blah blah. I can't live without you. Literally, Naruto. Blah blah blah. I love you. Oh, I love you too. Let's have sex. Oh, let's totally have sex. Oh wow, Naruto's still stuttering about sex, even though he's literally hundreds of thousands of years old.
And has surely done it several hundred times, several millions of times at this point.
Even
But
though
yeah,
we were
sure.
literally talking about just a little bit earlier about him having sex for literally 3 days straight one time. Blah blah blah. Hey look, high school students. Blah blah blah. Cosplay? Nope, it's not cosplay. We should totally watch them fight. Okay, we'll watch them fight. Hey, do you have any popcorn? What's popcorn? This is popcorn. Oh wow, I love popcorn. And they ate popcorn. I'm not even kidding about this sort of shocking shit. That's literally what it says here.
I know. I know.
Blah blah blah. Attaboy, punch him in the face. Blah blah blah. Hey Tsunade, kill this Grim. This hollow for me. Do it yourself. And then she got the puppy eyes jutsu from Naruto, and so she killed the hollow for him. It seems someone is coming. Oh, yep, a lot of things are coming. Oh man, they're fighting for their life. Oh, don't be such a party pooper. Oh man, that's a big thing. Shouldn't we help them? Nah, we're not gonna help them. We have to watch them. Ha, pass me the popcorn. Oh man, all the fun's over. They're all dead. With Ichigo and his friends. Blah 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 blah. Pain sneer. He lost feeling in his legs. Blah blah blah. Ichigo used all of his spirit energy at once, causing his body to handle more strain than it was accustomed to, Rukia said in a worried tone. Blah 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 canon stuff. Blah 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 blah. Naruto appears. Blah blah blah. Tsunade was beyond beautiful. Her beauty rivaled the goddesses. Her beauty was beyond this world. It was otherworldly. Blah 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 blah. I can help him. Okay, do it. Okay, he puts his hand on Ichigo's sword and eats his energy from the sword, apparently.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Through his hand. Don't move. Blah blah blah. My name is Kisuke. Blah 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 blah. Ichigo. Blah blah blah. Introductions. I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and this is Tsunade Senju. FYI, don't get on her bad side. Literally, he says FYI. Aforementioned blonde smirked triumphantly. You heard him. Oh boy, oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Bucket Shades, Pinhead, Miki, Mustache, Shorty, and Shorty 2. The group sweat dropped. Was this guy for real? Who the hell calls people with rude nicknames after meeting them for the first time? Jesus Christ. our chat has gone so far. They're just so done with this story that we're reading that they just fucking are RPing now.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
I know.
Blah blah blah. How can you see me? Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. We should talk at my store. Blah blah blah. We're in Karakura. Blah blah blah. Evil bad guy things. Blah blah blah. Bleach backstory. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Created things out of nothing. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Really pointless, boring exposition about soulmates and loving Tsunade and being able to feel her with his soul. Blah 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 blah. Rescue Rukia arc starts. Blah blah blah. Naruto makes everything easier. Oh my god, a cat's talking to me. Oh, apparently they have telepathy with each other now.
Oh gosh.
Blah 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 blah. It's decided I, the great Naruto Uzumaki, will help you. Alright, thank you. Your help is appreciated. I'm glad we read this story. By glad, I mean not at all. Now it's just boring.
How's about we just stop?
How about we do a just fucking dumb story?
Sure, that'll work.
Meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. I have my eyes closed. Pick this one. Oh. Okay. Here is a Ruby Undertale cross, everyone. I hope your soul is prepared, because this is going to be only pain from here on out. Concerned caller, hi, how do I phone into the show? You don't phone into this show. You sit here and you watch the suffering take place. That's about it. That's about all that happens here.
If you want to join the Discord down below, you can leave a comment with your concerns.
Yeah, you can do that. That's true.
Yeah. So it's an option. On the downside, no luck finding a USSR Imperial March mashup of any kind.
I couldn't find one. I tried, and it disappoints me greatly that it doesn't exist yet. If I were musically talented, I would create it myself, but I am not.
I think the bigger issue, Atin, is Google's search algorithms. That might be the problem here. What's the specific name of the song that you're wanting this to be mashed with?
Well, just the Imperial March with the theme of the USSR, like the Soviet national anthem.
Oh, here we go.
Just as a shitpost.
What's Sneaky saying here we go for?
I don't know.
No, this is not it. Unfortunate.
Sneaky, what the fuck is an Andorran national? Sneaky, get back to the stream.
No!
Sneaky, get back to work.
Oh my god.
Silence!
Really? Is this what the stream is now?
This stream is now Soviet. Anyway, tired with Undertale World? Player visiting other universe with Chara as companion? Due to player guilt, he will try to open his heart once more and convince Chara to do good deed like her pacifist timeline. But it won't be easy. How can they fare in there with inverse peoples? Can Chara redeem her sin? Only time will tell. Chara died for your sin. This is Ragnarok! In first chapter of Under Control Invade Rubyverse. Under Control is about player Char and Frisk as different entity and player is caretaker of universe, but more like watcher. This player is AU from Canon Player. This one can do hacking, modding, and everything what us really can do. But still, this is not a self-insert OC, more like manifestation of the true players of the video games. Maybe this will become one-shot, but if you demand more, I'll gladly make more chapters. Until then,
No
it's
one's demanding more.
experimental.
As evidenced by the thankfully low amount of favorites and follows, no one is demanding more.
Update soon, update soon, update soon, more please, update soon, so great, more please, update soon. I'm loving this. Stop reading now, English is not the author's primary language. What? Oh. They're Indonesian.
I don't care where they're from.
Age, beyond Google. Sex, sword wielder.
What?
Yeah. You're not above the consequence. Hold on, let me get a proper southern accent going for this.
Why
Please,
did you
no.
just default to a southern accent for Undertale?
Snaky, I'm begging you. Don't do this to me. No, he's doing this to me.
Mines, please.
Fucking cunt.
You're not above the consequences. Those words echoed through my ears. The girl in the red highs and the brown hair, wearing striped green and yellow shirt, talked to me after taking control of Frisk. She is the first fallen child I awoken by calling her name. The creator of this universe told me to name the first fallen child. I don't know why, but I named it Chara. Is Max checking out? Is this the part where Max ends it all?
Max is gone.
This is the part where Max seriously considers just going and streaming Gunpla building or some shit.
Why a southern accent? Why not an Australian accent? Because I can't do Australian. That's just like saying good day, cunt, and shit, I guess. I don't know. I'm fucking Australian.
Look, Snaky, it's easy. All you have to do is, instead of referring... Look, every time that they're talking to a character, at the end of the dialogue, make sure the character calls him a cunt. That's all you need.
Max, that's not how that works.
I mean...
You two are terrible.
Yeah, I am.
Except I've had the privilege of meeting one or two Australians, and they're usually
I
pretty
mean, I
good
can
about
always
it.
do Southern Preacher.
No.
Or Canadian accent, just that A. Now, see, if I try to do Canadian, I slip into Irish. And Max hates my Irish even more than he hates my Southern.
No, I don't
hate all
mind
of
your
them
Irish.
because they're horribly offensive.
I'm just always confused when you slip into Irish. Atin's the one who hates your Irish. At least I think he is. Someone in our group of friends hates your Irish.
Someone hates the Irish. I'm aware of this.
It's not me.
Try a Cockney accent. I wouldn't even know where to begin with a Cockney accent. Proper Orky talk. No, dude, that's way too hard for me. Anyway, blah blah blah, narrator, blah blah blah, setting up the story, blah blah blah, this is Undertale, blah blah blah, deviations from Undertale because reasons.
Blah blah blah. No one cares.
Blah 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 blah. She found her true purpose. It was power. And here I am. Chara destroyed 216 timeline with one blow, and now I face her. She wants my soul. Blah blah. I won't give you my soul. Blah blah blah. I'm laughing at her. You say I'm not above consequences. How about you? You can't just force me. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. You can't force me across realities. Blah blah blah. Convoluted. Literally using an asterisk, chuckle asterisk.
I hate this.
Blah 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 vessels blah blah blah. I want your soul. Blah blah blah. Let's make a deal. Okay, let's make a deal. We're going to other realities. Onwards through the void.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's a quest, a fanfiction quest, which is illegal. Actually, I'm not even joking about that part. You're not allowed to do choose your own adventures.
On fanfiction.net, you mean?
No, yeah, no, you're not. That's not allowed.
Because you said illegal, implying it's
Right.
against the law.
And
It's against the law of fanfiction.net.
Yeah, and interactive stories are not allowed on fanfiction.net. I completely fucking forgot about that. That is such a non-issue on this site most of the time with the shit I tend to stick around.
Alright, Neon Zengetsu has a lot of TFS references. Yes, he does. Alright, so, we talked about Ruby last time. Max, how much sci-fi do you do?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, how much sci-fi? I know you do Gundam, but do you do more than Gundam?
I don't fucking know. Science fiction, point me at it, I'll check it out. Like, yeah. Technically, Blaze Blue counts as sci-fi because of the quantum theory horse shit happening in that show.
Alright,
Show slash game slash spin-offs.
We talked about Ruby last time. Did we do a chat about Naruto yet? We did do a chat about what we hated about Naruto.
Yeah, I remember that chat.
Yeah. Okay.
God, I haven't really thought about, like, Jesus Christ, I don't know.
I was gonna say, take the low-hanging fruit. We can talk about what we hate about Star Wars.
I mean, I was gonna say, yeah. What's your biggest dislike when it comes to Star Wars fanfic? Because I'm sure both of you have seen some of it.
The fan fictions. Probably the thing I hate the most is when people don't understand the characters they're writing, because there's really popular characters out there, and they're very well written. And I'm sorry, fan fiction author, but you don't write Luke or Mara Jade or Corran Horn or Kyle Katarn or Tahiri, or the list goes on and on and on. You don't write them anywhere near as well as a professional author. I'm sorry, you don't. It's just not as good. It's not interesting. And then probably the other thing I hate most is when people don't seem to understand what the Force can and can't. There's a very extensive list of Force powers out there. You really don't need to go making new ones up. There's a very good chance that a power already exists that can do what you want.
Alright, so what's one example that you've seen of that?
It's been a long time, but someone was like, "Oh, I want to do Force invisibility," and I'm like, "Yeah, they already have that. It's called Mind Trick." And there's basically you know that stupid thing in Doctor Who, the "Don't Notice Me" field?
Yeah.
There's a Force power that does that.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's way less work to maintain than invisibility. Because rather than trying to make yourself invisible, you're just saying, you know what, just look somewhere else. You know what's interesting? That butterfly. You know what's not interesting? That dude in a robe.
Yeah. I think the shit post that Kilm just posted is pretty interesting.
Alright, so Max, what do you hate about Star Wars fanfic, if you read any?
No, I don't read any. Though I've been watching. I just watched a pretty interesting fan film. It's by this company called Disney. Don't know if you heard about it.
Oof.
That wasn't Luke. Sorry.
Oof, lad.
Mm.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a quality
So
shit post.
is that what
Kilm
you,
posted.
is that just in general, you just like everything about that?
I'm actually indifferent to the movie. I see why people liked it, why people hated it.
Alright.
It's rare to see a film actually split a fan base perfectly down the middle like this one has.
I do not hate the movies themselves, but I don't consider them to be Star Wars movies. And that has nothing to do with the quality of the movie and everything to do with the fact that, look, I am in my young 20s. I literally grew up with the Star Wars books getting older to fit
Oh, no.
as
Same
the
here.
Solo children, for instance, got older, I got older more or less with them.
Oh yeah, no, same here. I love the expanded universe.
Don't
It was
you
like
mean the Legends universe?
It was a magical time for 11-year-old me to discover there's a shit ton of Star Wars books that went past
Oh yeah.
episodes 4, 5, and 6 and continued the adventures, and Boba Fett became a badass in the books
And the
because he got expanded
Mandalorians
on.
came into existence.
And for them to just be like, oh, this is it's like, okay, so you're just gonna write fan fiction from now on, and I'll stick to my canon timeline with all the cool shit that's already been developed and talked about.
Yep.
Well,
It's been well written for like
so
90%
many amazing
of it.
characters. No, I wouldn't say 90%. I would say it's probably more like 75. There's some real crap out there, Max.
I mean, I'm not including the comics.
I wasn't even
Just
including
the
comics either. I
novels.
was saying just the written stuff.
No,
Like,
I'd
there's some
say
really
with the
good
comics
stuff.
included, it's about 75%. But even the comics have some really cool shit, like the Dark Luke thing. Like,
Ooh, that stuff's
oh yeah, the
amazing.
Emperor had clones. That I got to read through that. I'm like, you know what? Worded strangely holds up really well, even by today's standards. This is shocking.
Well, and I mean,
Stupid,
there's the Thrawn
but good.
trilogy.
As far as it comes for me, when it comes to hating certain things in Star Wars fan fiction, I don't read too much of it these days. I do like reading Revan fics though, and I do have a constant disgruntlement when it comes to Revan fics because they're always like, the author either gets caught up making Revan too clever, and it's like, okay, well now where the fuck do we go with here from here? Or alternatively, they make everyone betray Revan, and then it's just really cringy and dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's a bunch of shit going on, so I have to go deal with this.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's 9 o'clock, which means this stream is over. Meme review time. No, I'm just kidding.
You already did that.
So thank you everyone for joining us today on this lovely Tuesday. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I apologize, it petered off near the end when we had the shit fiction that we didn't quite get too much reaction out of. But you know, look, I entreat you, all new viewers, to either go and watch the archives that we have up on YouTube, or to catch us live on 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard every Tuesday and Friday. So I mean, you know, definitely, if you thought this was even mildly intriguing, come live, because we sometimes have some great moments, and it'd be disappointing if you missed them. I don't have much more else to say from that. So see you all next time. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell people you greatly dislike and want to suffer. I mean, those three overlap basically. So see you all next time, and remember, there's always more, and it always gets worse.